Commentator Claudius Francis has slammed the first official statement issued by the Attorney General following the judgment in the Tuxedo Villas court matter. Justice Brian Cottle struck down Cabinet Decision number 548, granting the Minister of Health concessions under the Tourism Incentives Act for disputed property at Bonter as part of the Tuxedo Villas mini hotel located in Rodney Bay. But the Minister for Justice argues the Cabinet and the ministers did nothing unlawful. Claudius Francis, a witness in the case, disagrees, citing what he says are a number of inaccuracies in the press statement. He uses the explanation of the contentious letter of application for concessions as an example.
At paragraph 2 of that press statement, he says, on the 19th of June 2007, Dr. Keith Mondesi wrote to the Minister of Tourism, Honorable Alan Shastney, requesting duty-free concessions for his hotel, Tuxedo Villas. In his letter, he specifically stated that Tuxedo Villas includes the 3-bedroom property at Bonter. On the basis of this application, the Ministry of Tourism prepared a memo to Cabinet. That is patently false. In fact, in Mr. Shastney's oral testimony in the court, at which I was present, Mr. Shastney told the court, an assertion that is repeated in his affidavit, that he did not become aware of Mr. Mondesi's letter of June 19, 2007 until late May, early June 2008.
Francis also dismisses the Attorney General's assertion that the minister did not unduly influence the process because he was not present at the Cabinet meeting. He contends the conclusion was no error, but a premeditated act.
Mr. Mondesi knew from the moment he attempted to disload goods to his private premises at Bonter, he always knew that Bonter never formed part of Tuxedo Villas. I have said it before and I repeat it, that the Cabinet of Ministers made absolutely no mistake when they granted a second memo including the Bonter resident. They made no mistake. It was a deliberate and calculated act by the Prime Minister and his Cabinet to shield Mr. Mondesi from prosecution.
The commentator has called on all the ministers at the center of the controversy to demit office, a call that has been made by a number of other parties, including the SLP political leader, whose party Francis is a member of. Similar calls have also come from the Civil Society Network and the Caribbean Association of Feminist Research and Action.
There is no doubt that Mr. Mondesi deserved his concessions for Tuxedo Villas. That is not in dispute. What is at issue is the extension of those concessions to include the villa, the house at Bonter, and every single minister of government, from the Prime Minister down, who participated in that act which borders on criminality, should tender the resignation.
On Wednesday, the Minister for Health reportedly made the second of 2 trips this week to the branch of government that has been investigating this matter, the Customs and Excise Department. This follows talk of an appeal, again echoed by the Attorney General in his statement. However, there are unconfirmed reports the minister may be seeking to settle the matter and is in talks with Customs to pay the more than $18,000 owed in furniture placed at the disputed Bonter property. Whether such action would make an appeal unnecessary is still left to be seen.